What did Albert Einstein invent? Albert Einstein is best known for his groundbreaking work in physics, which fundamentally changed our understanding of the universe. However, he did not invent any specific device or technology. Rather, his most famous contributions were in the realm of theoretical physics and the development of several fundamental theories. Einstein's most famous theory is the theory of relativity, which describes the relationship between space and time, and fundamentally altered our understanding of gravity. He also made important contributions to the development of quantum mechanics, which describes the behavior of particles on a very small scale. His famous equation, E=mc², showed the relationship between mass and energy. In addition to his work in physics, Einstein was also a pacifist and an advocate for world peace. He was an active member of the civil rights movement and spoke out against racism and segregation. How Albert Einstein died. Albert Einstein died on April 18, 1955, at the age of 76. He died from an abdominal aortic aneurysm, which is a bulge in the wall of the main blood vessel that carries blood from the heart to the rest of the body. Einstein had been experiencing internal bleeding for several days before his death, and he was taken to the hospital for treatment. However, doctors determined that the condition was not treatable at the time, and Einstein passed away early the next morning. After his death, Einstein's brain was preserved for scientific study, and researchers have since studied his brain in an attempt to understand the source of his remarkable intelligence and creativity. When was Albert Einstein born? Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879 in Ulm, a city in the Kingdom of Württemberg in the German Empire. His parents were Hermann Einstein, a salesman and engineer, and Pauline Koch, a homemaker. Einstein had one sister, Major, who was 2 years younger than him. The family moved to Munich in 1880, where Einstein attended a Catholic elementary school before being enrolled in the Leipold Gymnasium. However, he did not do well in school, and he eventually dropped out at the age of 16. He then moved to Switzerland, where he completed his secondary education and later attended the Swiss Federal Polytechnic School, later known as the ETH Zurich, where he studied physics and mathematics. Who healed Albert Einstein's mind? There is no record of anyone healing Albert Einstein's mind, as he did not suffer from any known mental illnesses or conditions. However, it is known that Einstein had a very curious and innovative mind, which allowed him to make groundbreaking contributions to the field of physics and science in general. Throughout his life, Einstein was known for his remarkable creativity and ability to think outside the box. He approached problems in unconventional ways and was unafraid to challenge established beliefs and theories. Einstein's intellectual prowess was recognized early in his career, and he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 for his work on theoretical physics. He continued to make important contributions to the field throughout his life, and his work remains highly influential in physics and other fields of science today. Albert Einstein was married. Yes, Albert Einstein was married twice in his life. His first marriage was to Mileva Maric, whom he met while studying at the Swiss Federal Polytechnic School. They were married in 1903, and had 2 sons together, Hans and Eduard. However, their marriage was troubled and they eventually divorced in 1919, after years of marital difficulties. Einstein remarried in 1919 to his cousin, Elsa Einstein. They had known each other since childhood, and had reconnected years later after the death of Einstein's first wife. Elsa was a widow and had 2 daughters from her previous marriage. Einstein and Elsa remained married until her death in 1936. Despite his complicated personal life, Einstein's contributions to science have had a lasting impact and continue to be studied and celebrated to this day. How many awards did Albert Einstein receive? Albert Einstein received numerous awards and honors throughout his life, in recognition of his contributions to physics and science in general. Some of the most notable awards and honors that he received include: Nobel Prize in Physics, 1921. Copley Medal from the Royal Society of London, 1925. Gold Medal of the Royal Astronomical Society, 1926. Franklin Medal from the Franklin Institute, 1935. Time Magazine's Person of the Century, 1999. In addition to these awards, Einstein was also a member of numerous scientific academies and societies, and he held honorary degrees from universities around the world. His work remains highly influential in physics and other fields of science, and he is widely regarded as one of the most important scientists of the 20th century. Albert Einstein's family. Albert Einstein was born to a Jewish family in Ulm, a city in the Kingdom of Württemberg in the German Empire. His parents were Hermann Einstein, a salesman and engineer, and Pauline Koch, a homemaker. He had one sister, Major, who was 2 years younger than him. In 1903, Einstein married Mileva Maric, whom he had met while studying at the Swiss Federal Polytechnic School. They had 2 sons together, Hans and Eduard, but their marriage was troubled and they eventually divorced in 1919. Einstein remarried in 1919 to his cousin, Elsa Einstein, who was a widow with 2 daughters from her previous marriage. Einstein and Elsa had no children together, but they remained married until her death in 1936. Einstein's sister Major married a Swiss physicist named Paul Winteller, and they had 2 sons together. Major remained close to her brother throughout his life, and after Einstein's death, she was the executor of his estate and helped to manage his papers and archives. V.